Hello everybody, welcome to the show. This is Minecraft and Chill. And first I want to start out by setting the scene here for those who are blind in the chat, because I am myself, for those who haven't been to the channel here before. We've got a nice fireplace video running on my editing machine here. Got a 3-wick candle burning that's sending a really earthy smell into the room. And I've actually got a scent here on the desk that a coworker gave me that complements this candle really well. So I'm gonna spray it on my my robe here. There we go. I'm wearing like a white terry cloth robe. It's got soft microfiber on the inside. It's really comfortable. Of course, we've got a nice cool beverage tonight. That is good. That tastes like black cherry. That will definitely do for the evening. So let's get started with the format, because the format is new. First of all, we're gonna start with some good old-fashioned Minecraft, because you know what this channel is all about. And I am going to be infusing some tutorial into this. I'm going to be showing how things work and stuff like that as promised, but it's going to be a much less planned, looser flowing, relaxed playthrough. I'm really looking forward to this. I'm gonna set the scene every time this episode comes out. It's gonna be nice and chill in the room. After that, I am going to have a topic for every episode, because for those who tune into my live streams, I can really get on my rants. And sometimes I'll get on my rants to a point where I'll turn the chat reader off and I'll just talk and let you guys discuss things in chat, and then I'll come and check on later. So I think it's gonna be really interesting that I get the opportunity to really get in my discussion bag and talk about some things that I have been wanting to talk about versus giving you guys bits and pieces during my live streams. So without further ado, let's get into some Minecraft. So here we are at the home screen, everybody, and we're going to be playing a single player world. Let's go ahead and set that up here. Let's go to single player.
One out of 4. Press tab to navigate. Selected seed test. Last click. Play selected world button. Create and press tab to navigate the next element. Game. Edit box.
And we're going to name this Minecraft and Chill. We're going to keep that on survival, keep all this stuff normal, but we're going to go to more world options. And I'll also have this seed down in the description if you guys would like.
Generate structures on button, villages, world type, default buttons, bonus chest, off button, import settings buttons, the button, screen element 6 out of 8. More.
And we're going to
create new world button, screen element 8 out of 9. Press tab to navigate the next element, 0%.
Here we go. Cool. So we have spawned in to our world, and immediately we are being warned of water with both a spoken and a beep, and we don't necessarily need that right now. So let's press the letter B, and we're going to tab over to POI,
on button, screen, off button,
and we're going to turn that off. POI is short for point of interest system. We're also going to press the letter N
use mouse cursor or tab button. Read blocks on buttons. Read blocks off button. Press
to turn off the read blocks function, because we don't necessarily want it to read everything we look at all the time.
Facing south.
But I am going to press the letter G, and it's going to announce my direction as you just heard. And we're going to start walking that way, because I'm just picking a direction. And it looks like we've got some water to cross immediately. So let's go ahead and hop in the water and swim across. Swimming. Here we are. We have made it to the other side, and there's something in the distance. I can't quite tell what that is.
Facing south.
Farther off to the south, but we're gonna walk that way. And is that a house? Yo, there's livestock and a village here immediately? Are you serious? Wow, okay. I'll take it. I will take it. There's a bed right here already. I'm gonna go ahead and just set my spawn. We're all the way to the western part of the village. I need to remember that. This is the western part of the village while we're looking around and stuff. Oh, there's an iron golem, cool. We got protection already, that's what's up. I'll take a sip to that. Yes, sir. Cool. Well, that eases my worries quite a bit. You know what we're gonna do first? We're gonna rob the place. They'll never know the difference. They'll never know the difference. Actually, let's bunk in here. They got an extra bed in this place. Let's bunk in here. They got a nice table. All right, I see y'all. Now, we're just gonna walk up in everybody's houses and see if they have any valuables. They won't mind, right? Ooh, hello, farmer. How are you, farmer?
7 farmer R. Use mouse cursor.
What are you trading today, farmer?
2015 beetroot, 26 potato.
So,
Buttons, green element, one
potatoes
out of
for
two. Left click to
emeralds?
15 beetroot.
And beetroots for emeralds?
farmer R.
Okay. We're gonna keep making our way through the village, though, because I'm sure we'll... Oh,
7 chest R.
here's some stuff. What do we got?
1 potato.
We got potatoes.
One apple.
We got
bread.
apples and bread. All right. I'm gonna just take this chest. I'm just gonna take the whole thing.
Potato.
Just mine it with my fist. There we go. Sweet. I like it. We've got food. We've got storage. Oh, there's naturally spawning horses with the people. That's what's up. That's what's up. Let's take a couple of these hay bales because we can use them to also make some food. We're just gonna take the top layer. Just the top layer. We're not gonna completely rob them blind, all puns intended. I thought we were gonna have to build a dock, but they already have one here. That's what's up.
7 villager R.
Hello. Who are you? Oh, you don't have a job, do you?
7 leather worker R.
Oh, you're a leather
Leather
worker.
emerald. 6 leather.
Okay,
Buttons,
so
one out of-
you're trading leather for
7
emeralds?
Leather tunic.
And-
7 leather worker R.
Emeralds for a dyed tunic? Okay. That's interesting. Another chest.
Leather pants. Leather boots. Durability 6.
Okay, we got
Leather
some leather pants and leather
Leather
boots.
boots.
I don't think that's gonna give us much armor, but to be honest, it's better than nothing. I know you guys are gonna roast me in the comments for that, but you know what? This is my Let's Play. I'm gonna run through the way that I feel chill. I'm gonna be like, well, that's not the most efficient way to do that. I know that someone's gonna do that in the comments. I know someone will. Ooh, what's in here? Hello.
7 Fletcher R. Use mouse
We got a
cursor.
Fletcher.
Apple, 8 days, 10 gravel. 32 stick. 1 emerald.
Sticks for
10 gravel, 1
emeralds?
emerald. 10 grass and flint. 10 1 emerald.
Okay, I see you. That's not bad. We're definitely gonna have to trade with these guys, though. First off, we need to go and find a tree before the day ends. I'm not really too worried about finding a bed. We can just commandeer someone else's bed for now. We might be able to commandeer that. Chicken, we don't have any weapons though. I think it is time to use POI. We're gonna press the letter Y
Chicken 3 blocks.
and lock onto the mob. And let's hunt it.
Chicken.
Got it. We got our first food. If you press the letter Y
water.
with POI, it will lock onto nearby mobs. Super helpful for if you are completely blind and can't track mobs, but still need to do that. Or if the mobs are really small and you can't keep track of their hitboxes. That's super helpful. I believe that I spot one here. Yes. We will punch our first tree. This is crazy. I love how this playthrough is turning out. It's so chill. I really haven't had to do a whole lot of work. Are we gonna be chilling on the beach though? We might be chilling on the beach though. That's okay.
Facing north.
We're gonna go all the way to the north and chill in this house.
You can sleep only at night or during
Let's do that.
thunderstorms. 7.
So I believe it is time to craft for the first time in
Real
the
chat
episode.
log.
We're going to make a crafting table first.
1 crafting table.
Where should we put the crafting table? We're gonna put it right at the foot of the bed here. We're only living here
You can
temporarily.
sleep only at...
Uh-oh. It's almost nighttime.
You can sleep...
Oh
7
man.
Smith R.
Hello. I'm gonna kick you out of your bed.
You can sleep only at...
Get out of the bed. No, get
7
out of the
Smith.
bed.
Chat screen.
We're gonna sleep here. We're doing it. Let's go ahead and make a weapon. First weapon of the Let's Play.
Wooden sword. Durability 59.
And we are
50.
going
Wooden
to
sword.
make our first sword. And the reason that I want to do that first before a pickaxe
7 red. Wooden sword.
is because I would like to go and hunt some sheep. That's the next thing I want to do. I want to hunt some sheep and some more livestock outside of the village. So we are going to go
Facing south.
south. We have... Ooh, excuse me. we have to remember that the village is north.
Facing south.
We are going south. We don't have
Health is 10.0, hunger is 10.0.
any food yet, so we have to make sure that we don't jump too much and we don't sprint too much. Oh, I hear a pig. Time for POI. All right, you hear the beep? That means there's a pig near. Let's go ahead and get our sword and got him. We're gonna leave the baby pig alone. Definitely leave the baby pig alone. But we're gonna get us some pork. Where are the sheep though? Whoa. Is that 1.18 generation right there, you guys? Look at that. That's crazy. It's so high up. That's crazy. I like it though. I don't see any sheep yet. We'll check on the other side of the river here. Oh, there's a chicken. Let's see if we can get it without mob blocking. Yeah. There's another one. Come here. Where'd it go? Yeah, I guess not using POI is a bad idea. Hashtag got him. No sheep though. Eventually, once we get a lead, we can bring some of these animals back and build a pen. But for now, we need something to cook. Where'd he go? Hashtag got him. No sheep. I think we're gonna come away empty-handed. I think we are. I'll still drink to the hunt though.
Warning, fall detected.
I'll still drink to the hunt. What are you guys doing? Are you conversing at the city center? We should turn this place into a city. What do you guys think? Oh, here's the bell. Let's ring it. Run. Run into your homes. Go.
7 Farmer R.
Go into your homes. Go. I say so. We're gonna run this town. We built this city. Well, actually, Mojang built this city, but we're gonna build it up more. I didn't realize there was a ladder in this building. Ooh, fancy. Are we gonna have to move in here? Are we gonna have to move in here for a bit, y'all? Let's go get our crafting table and set up in here. I like it. We're gonna pick it up.
7 Cleric R.
Cleric, you almost got hit. You almost got hit. Now what am I doing? I need to eat. Let's eat.
Health is 10.0.
That'll help us out. Kick him out of his bed and go to sleep. All right, so this is the new part of the show, and this is going to be more of a talking piece. I've got a topic today. I think you guys are really going to enjoy it. Let's take a sip and get on moving. Gotta love it. The good and the bad of the blind gaming community. I want to make that clear. We're talking about the blind gaming community, not the blind community. That's a whole nother can of worms that we're not going to get into on this channel because there's lots of stuff that comes with that, both good and bad. But this is a gaming channel. So, because I am a blind gamer, I want to talk about my experiences and my thoughts that I've been gathering over the 4 or 5 years that I've really been involved with this community. We're going to start with the good. When I first got into this community, it was mainly because when I started gaming, I mainly had to use the limited functioning vision that I have. And for the majority of blind folk that I come in contact with, they do not have that option. Because as I like to make clear in my live streams, blindness runs on a scale. It's not all or nothing. There's a lot in between. Everyone is considered blind on this spectrum, no matter what you want to call it, visually impaired, low vision, visually challenged, whatever. We're all blind. We just have different levels of it. And so I wanted to facilitate some sort of game where every level of blindness could get some enjoyment out of it. I've come across a lot of people over the years who are helping me accomplish this goal directly and indirectly. But there's a few things that I've been able to learn based on that I'd like to talk with you guys about tonight. I've met a lot of awesome people over the years. Gamers are some of the most friendly, creative, and driven people because we know what the grind is like. We know what it's like to go through things that we don't want to do in order to accomplish a goal that's worth it in the end. Gamers know what that is like very well. Please hit a like on the video if you know what that is like, if you know what the grind is like as a gamer. And so combining advocacy with that, us as a community, we've been able to get a lot done. We've made a lot of connections in both AAA studios as well as indie gamers. We've made a lot of connections amongst ourselves with our varying talents and vision levels and different perspectives. And another thing that comes along with that is a lot of blind people don't just have one disability. So we've been able to not only tackle solutions for the blind, but other disabilities, whether it be motor issues, whether it be cognitive issues. There's a lot of things on the list that have been brought to the table that we've been able to address. I'm really thankful to be part of a community like this where we can all, or we have something in common and we can all come together to try and make some good of it. And a lot of good has come of it, especially in the past couple of years. I've got some really good examples. I want to start with The Last of Us 2. Shout out to Brandon, Cole, and Missy for everything you guys have done with that. Shout out to Steve Saylor for all the testing that you've done in not just The Last of Us 2, but other games as well. You guys really put a whole new level of accessibility into a console game, no less. When we typically see accessibility introduced, normally it's on the PC or the Mac, which I have both on my desk, thankfully. And console gamers have kind of been left out in the cold, but thanks to Sony Studios and Microsoft Studios and the parent companies themselves, we've been getting screen readers on consoles, we've been getting accessibility features built into console titles. It's really a great place to be as a blind gamer right now. And while we still have a lot of work to do, I'm really confident that with the progress that we're making and the speed in which it's happening, a lot more people are going to be able to be involved very soon. Even the skeptics out there, I see you. But of course, with the good parts of the community, come the bad. I'm gonna keep my beverage in my hand for this one. Unfortunately, everybody, in any society, in any community, no matter how positive things are, no matter how progressive things are, there's always a negative side. Always, always, always. And I want to say that so that people know that I'm not specifically trying to lambaste the blind gaming community, because every community has this side. You all know it's true. I feel like I've been here long enough to know both sides, especially because I've interacted with both sides and I've seen how they can affect certain things. So I want to get into the negatives right now. When I mentioned on the positive side that we were getting a lot done as a community, it's definitely happening. If you really take a close look, the communities are splintered. Each community has a different mission. A lot of their members don't really overlap, and I'm not saying that doesn't happen, because there's always an exception to the rule, but there's so many different gaming communities with so many different missions. Most communities are started by a friend circle. One thing that is always going to stop this community is the fact that these communities are driven by friend circles. For a personal place, that's how it's supposed to be. But when you have a mission that affects a large group of people, you have to make sure that you're operating for that group of people in the end. Me personally, I have lots of personal influences baked into my community because that's how it started. But over the years, I've had to make sure that those personal influences ultimately don't get in the way of the mission that I've set out for the community that I have. All of these communities, they've developed amazing connections, amazing relationships with studios and things like that. But imagine if all of these communities could work together. And you would think that if everyone is working towards gaming for all blind people and for other disabilities that come along with this, that these communities would be able to link more than they do. And I want to specify that more than they do part, because that indicates that it's not all or nothing. But because of certain things that I'm going to get into next, a lot of these communities just don't link. They don't combine forces. They don't combine their resources. And ultimately, that's going to hold our community and our overall mission back. Now, I want to get into one more topic tonight. And this is definitely going to be one that I'm going to have to be careful with because it involves opinion. People hate talking about opinion because everyone has them and every opinion is different. But I want to preface that with something. When you are part of a niche group, a lot of people get to know one another over the years, right? So blind people are already a small part of the Earth's population. So if you whittle down the gamers out of that group, we're a subdivision of a subdivision a lot of times. And so we all tend to get to know each other or hear about one another, whatever, you know, whether it be through joining one another's community, subscribing or following their channels on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, whatever you stream on, or just hearing about people in the wild. Various connections are always made in this community because there are so few people. But one thing that has been happening in the past couple of years has been really holding those connections back. If you're running a platform that focuses on accessibility, advocacy, anything involving helping the disabled community move forward, there are certain things that probably should be kept in mind, because I don't want to tell anyone what to do, but I've definitely, with all the communities that I've been a part of and all the channels I'm subscribed to, have noticed that when folks start inserting a lot of personal opinion into their platform, into their message, into their content, it starts to attract the different type of attention from their audience. And what I mean by that is, if you're talking about what you're doing, if I'm talking about Minecraft, if I'm talking about blindness, if I'm talking about accessibility, if I'm talking about technology, if I'm talking about how my blindness affects me in the everyday, people are going to tune in for that because that's what they expect from me. Now, imagine if you're sitting in my live streams and I start inserting things like, oh man, these are bad words, politics. Oh no, you guys know I don't ever talk about politics in my streams. You know I never do. I'm not saying that this is necessarily bad to talk about, but imagine starting a debate on religion. That's nothing that ever really works out either. If you're trying to have a good vibe, send a message, and stay on a mission that doesn't necessarily have to do with that. Unfortunately, because of the charged environment that we exist in nowadays, people are going to get offended. It doesn't matter whether they should or not, they're going to. I am from the United States of America, and so we always preach about free speech. That's not a thing that every country has, but it's something that exists here. But what a lot of people don't understand about that is free speech is never free. If you say something, people are going to react to it, and that ultimately means it's not free. It doesn't matter if it's a positive reaction or a negative reaction. you're going to get one. If speech were free, you could say whatever you wanted. No one would be bothered. No one would ever get offended by anything, and people could just move on. But we don't live in that type of world, even in the land of free speech, or the various lands of free speech. If you stay on your topic, if you stay on your mission, during the times that we live in 2022, you don't have to worry about how people feel about what you think, because they're getting what they expect when they come to you. And unfortunately, I have seen things like this tear amazing communities apart. I was going to give an example, but this is the first episode of this show, and I don't want to ruffle too many feathers, but I've definitely seen it happen. I've seen it very close to me. And so if you guys come into my live streams, this is the third time I've plugged my live streams in this video, I don't talk about anything that can offend people. It will be very rare that you guys can go back through my various playlists and find a stream where someone got offended by something I said. It doesn't happen. Something that comes along with that is, even though you as a creator have to limit what you say if you want to talk about certain things, you will reach a wider audience of people. And I personally think that for those who like to talk about their opinion online, create a separate platform for your opinion. Put your thoughts there. Bleed your heart out there. But if you have a platform with a mission, stick to your mission, and people will ultimately listen. Companies will want to work with you. People will not burn bridges with you. And we would get a lot more done if we just didn't let personal opinion cloud our judgment, our goals, and our relationship. I want to thank everybody for coming out to the show. I've had a great time. I really want to try and do more topics like this, so you guys definitely let me know what you think in the comments. If you like what you've seen, consider subscribing to the channel. I'm going to try and do this every 2 weeks, releasing Friday evening, so pull up a chair, pull up a drink, put on some soft music, light a candle, join me in these chill vibes. Let's play some Minecraft and let's talk. This has been Minecraft and Chill. I'll see you guys next time.